You chose Germany and Paul Klee inspired project, and so we are going to make a project inspired by his quote of a line is a dot taking a walk. And so I'm going to show you one way of doing it to make a kind of an abstract creature. And you can do yours differently. If you wanted to do a different type of line that's taking a dot taking a walk, you could do it differently. I'm going to show you two different ways. One way with a Sharpie and then coloring it in, and then another way with a crayon, drawing it, and then using watercolors to paint to fill it in. Again, if you have markers and a paintbrush, you could use markers, add some marker inside those areas that we're going to be filling in, and then use water to spread the marker as a watercolor effect like we've done in the past if you don't have watercolors. So it's all up to you. If you don't have any of these, crayons are just fine, pens, highlighters, any type of colored material that you have is just fine for filling in your project. All right, let's get started. All right, so to start, on this side, I'm going to show you what you would do if you're drawing it with pencil first, and then you can use a Sharpie or a black marker to go over top of that. You're going to start with a line and do a curl and come around. Then you're going to do kind of like a C shape. And then make it into an S shape. Another curl. And then this line comes up, goes over, and then you're going to wrap this one around, come down through this curl, and then when you come up and around on this side, you're going to go big and then come in and come up, and then to finish off this line, you're going to do another curl and then meet your line back at the start. Now we're going to add some feet at the bottom, add some hands up here at the top, you can add things wherever you want to. I'm going to add an oval up here, add circles above his arms for his hands, and then for his mouth and eyes are gonna be inside these two curly lines. So once you get to this point, you would color it in and do a different color for each shape that you see. And then in the background, you can do patterns, you can do whatever you would like to. This is how mine turned out for that. And so I used marker for the figure and then crayon for the background. I did some patterns up on top. And that's what you would do for that one. Then for the watercolor one, what we'll do is draw it again. My black crayon broke. Draw it again, but this time we're going to draw it with crayon, and you can follow along with me and pause the video if you need to. I'm going to come around, come down, and then come back up and through, and then back around, curly eye, and then come back to the start. Then you can add your eyes on the inside, the oval on top, the hands with the circles, and the mouth, the legs, and then you have it with crayon. The reason why I used crayon is because then when you're using the watercolors, you can use the crayon as kind of like a barrier, because the watercolor doesn't like to go in the crayon. It kind of makes the watercolor go away, so you can do that to make it go away. Then if I get some orange to do it on this side, see how the red doesn't come over onto this side, because that black is being used as a kind of barrier. So all up to you, whichever way you would like to do it. And then once you have it done, send me a picture of your finished project. I will show you my finished watercolor project in a second. And here are the two fully finished. Can't wait to see your guys's. Have a good day.